I have a question for you. What today is normal that used to be abnormal? What today is thinkable that back then would have been unthinkable? What today we use on a day-to-day basis that even only 20 years ago would have been impossible to reach? This thing has more computing power than the machine who brought humans to the moon. I'm not joking. Go search. This thing is more computing power than the tool, the machinery that brought us to the moon. And now everyone has it. Everyone can do video calls, meetings online with the phone. And even 10 years ago, this thing was so useless. Everyone has a computer now. Now with AI, what are we even talking about? So why we humans are so stupid sometimes that we don't see these things? So if 20 years ago, having a phone would have been unthinkable, and now everyone has it, and people have also 2, 3, almost everyone in the world has one. And if we can have Wi-Fi and 4G and 5G, what is today unthinkable that is gonna be absolutely easy in the future to have? For example, is it strange for you or unthinkable that we will be highly controlled much more than we are today? Do you think that's possible? Back then, for example, cash was a normal thing. Today, if you want to withdraw $5,000 cash, they ask you why, and you're like, why what? It's my money, just give me my money. Back then it was unthinkable. Back then in Europe, you could pay homes with cash. Now you don't pay anything with cash. Sometimes you go to places and they don't even accept cash. Now we pay with Apple Pay, Apple Phone, Apple Watch, Apple this, Apple that. Now we can trace everything. Would that be unthinkable to think that in 20 years, we are able to live up to 120, 140 years? Would it be unthinkable for you? Would it be unthinkable that everyone will be a millionaire in 2050? What do you mean, Jojo? Money devaluation. There's so much money being printed and, thrown into the marketplace. Watch old movies. People used to go to high-end dinners spending $20. Now you spend $2,000 if you go to very high-end dinners in America. Same dinner, but look at the devaluation of our money. How many other unthinkable things there are? Because when you start being a futurologist, a futuristic person, someone who can see the future before it comes, you can position yourself to win. If back then things used to happen in big chunks of time, now things happen in 3 to 5 years. For example, is it unthinkable for you the fact that the AI can run a government? What do you think about an AI that is a substitute to the president? Do you think that's achievable? Or do you think it's absolutely impossible? Well, if you think it's absurd and impossible, but it could happen. Even thinking of going to Mars, it was unthinkable and unprecedented till, 10 years ago. Do you think we can speak 7 languages at the same time, just paying money to be able to have a company to insert a language in our brain? If you think that's absolutely crazy, or that's likely to happen. So I want you to go on ChatGPT today and say, hey, what are the most unthinkable things that happened today that till, even only 100, 200 years ago were absolutely crazy to think of? And therefore, what could be unthinkable things in the future that are likely to happen? Because when you start learning this different way of thinking, then life becomes interesting. And you definitely stop to do boring things, and you get interested in trying to bring some of this craziness into your life, to invest in stocks and in companies who are onto that future, because they're gonna do 5,000% like some companies I invested in did. Some companies I know did 5,000%, 20,000%. Why? Because they're onto this future. And the beautiful thing is that we are living in a specific moment where there is a distrust to the government, distrust on the monetary system. People don't believe in the scholar system anymore, in the school system anymore. There is a huge transformation on the money system itself. The US dollar thing, the BRICS, blockchain, Bitcoin, governments investing in Bitcoins, plus there is the AI. So there's going to be a total disruption in the workplace scenarios. The knowledge market is going to be disrupted. Back then, if you were a lawyer, you were safe and rich. Now lawyers are the most attacked ones because they follow a code. We are living in a crazy time where there is kind of wars everywhere. Indirect war through tariffs, companies, and the SWIFT system being blocked for Russians. And therefore, I think that in the next 2 to 5 years, the unthinkable is going to become obvious. And those who can understand what unthinkable is and follow the geniuses of this planet are going to make a lot of money. Till the point, money is not going to be so interesting for them. And the interesting thing would be to share to other people and to make them knowledgeable about where the world is going. But still, majority of people are not going to listen. And therefore, the world is going to split more and more. The rich are going to become richer and poor are going to become poorer. And you're going to really see the middle class being squeezed. And holy shit, I'm talking so fast. Go on ChatGPT. Think of the unthinkable.